beautiful thing about being on a spiritual journey is that you're never alone because we're all spiritual beings having a human experience. Thank you all so much. Welcome to my channel and I hope you enjoy. Hey tribe, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lia the Sun Star and this is going to be your Mercury Retrograde. How can I take a rest? And what can I reflect on while we're in this Mercury retrograde reading? So, I've been kind of thinking about doing these readings for a while, but these are just readings to kind of tap into different areas. So, for example, inner child work, shadow work, what archangels do you need to work with? What chakra do you need to work on healing? What is a self-love technique that you can do? What is a self-love language that you can use? What are triggers you need to be aware of? What are codependency traits that you need to be aware of? What is an affirmation or something you can say to bring more happiness into your life? And also, what is a money manifestation that you should keep close to you, like, as well? So it's a quick reading, but it's going to be like a few different cards here. And I just want to do this as a general reading to all the zodiac signs. As like a little bonus reading, and if everybody likes it, then I'll keep it up, of course. So without further ado, let's get into the reading. So the first time we're going to start with is Gemini. This is for my Geminis, sun, moon, and rising. So if you're a Gemini, sun, moon, or rising, you are in the right place. Please don't forget, if you're a cusp sign, to watch like Taurus or Cancer. Like if you're on the cusp of Gemini and Cancer, on the cusp of Gemini and Taurus. And then please keep in mind your other placements, so such as your moon sign or your rising sign. So let's get into your reading. So we're going to start out with, I kind of like to start out with the things that you most need to work on, and then go through to the more positive stuff. So we're going to start with what you most need to work on, my Geminis. What you need to work on shifting over. So Mercury retrograde has already started, and it actually started last Friday, which was April 21st. And so there's always a pre-period and a post-period to Mercury retrograde. So just please keep that in mind, that Mercury retrograde will end on May 14th, but technically there's a post period. So Mercury really won't be fully back woke and active until May 31st. So as I shuffled, I just channeled what things do you most need to work on between now and May 31st. So again, pace yourself. Don't try to do it all at once if you actually want to work on these things. So first thing we're going to take a look at are your triggers. What triggers do you most need to be aware of and or work on during this Mercury retrograde? So the first message you got here says, when I feel unworthy, I go into hermit mode with no explanation to others. So your trigger is feeling unworthy. So my Geminis, if something makes you feel unworthy, do a check-in with yourself to find out, is it really legit? Because sometimes, you know, you're an air energy, an air element, air rules Gemini and Aquarius and Libra. And that's a very logical, like, so it's you're prone to overthink, especially during a Mercury retrograde, because Mercury is your ruling planet as well. So when it goes to sleep, you could start thinking about things, or, you know, overthinking things, and things aren't true. So again, this is about when you feel unworthy, you go into hermit mode. Hermit mode is like shutting down, not talking to people, ghosting people, and not giving people an explanation. So that is a trigger that you most need to be aware of, is feeling unworthy and how you react to feeling unworthy. Okay. Next message is your codependency message, and the word is demanding. So you are trying to control others around you, forgetting about their personal feelings and emotions. So my Geminis, if you find that you are being demanding towards others, then this is definitely, you know, something you want to think about, because you could be forgetting that other people have personal feelings and emotions. So it's more so about seeing the bigger picture, but that is a codependency trait, being demanding. And so it's about you expecting others to do things that you want them to do, or trying to force people to do something that you want them to do, but you're not considering their feelings or emotions. Okay. Your inner child work. Okay, so it says in the past, your inner child didn't feel loved. Now you have to say to your inner child, now you understand how to love yourself and happily accept healthy, loving relationships. So in the past, you had some type of, you know, childhood situation where you didn't really feel loved. And it could have been like your parents weren't emotionally available and they weren't able to give you the love that you deserved as a child. So now you sabotage love in your adult life. And it's all about telling your inner child, like, hey, we understand now, you know, how to love ourselves. And we happily accept healthy and loving relationships. So it's almost like you have to say this in the mirror, or imagine you talking to the younger version of yourself to, you know, relay that message. Y'all don't judge me. My fingernails are, I got to redo a few of them. Don't judge me right now. Now I talk with my hands a lot. Don't judge me. All right, so your chakra that you most need to work on over the next couple of weeks is the root chakra. The root chakra is at the bottom of your spine, all the way down to your feet. And so your affirmation for your root chakra says, angels surround and protect you. So you can say that to yourself, like, angels surround me and protect me. The current energy is being afraid of change. So your root chakra is off balance right now. And it's because you're afraid of change, or you're resisting change on some level. And to balance this chakra out, you must embrace and anticipate change. Embrace and anticipate change. Root chakra foods are red fruits, like red fruit, red vegetables, like red bell peppers. Rooty food is root based foods as well, like beets, rutabagas, strawberries, apples, and also meat. So protein is good to help ground your energy, because if you think about it, like land animals eat grass, like, and stuff like that, like grass-fed cows and stuff. So your body might be craving like beef or chicken, or you know, some type of red meat or land meat. So if you're vegan or vegetarian, I understand. I think you might be able to do an egg maybe if you're vegetarian, but I know you can't do that as a vegan. But the quickest way to get your root chakra balance is to have protein-based foods, or, you know, red fruits and vegetables, protein-based foods. So yeah. What else is good for the root chakra? Red garnet. Black tourmaline are good stones for your root chakra. No, I'm trying to think. Dandelion root, if you do herbal teas. Dandelion root is a good herbal tea for chakra healing. Sorry about that, y'all. I'm trying to check a message here, and also I'm trying to think at the same time. Ginger tea is good. Elderflower, not elderberry, elderflower tea is good. And sage tea is also good. If you like herbal teas, you can, make a blend or something of those herbs if you like. I'm trying to think of something else here. Just doing some root chakra meditations. Like, you can actually sleep with a root chakra meditation for sure. Like, as you sleep, just go to YouTube and look up root chakra meditations. Quick and easy. They have root chakra candles. They have root chakra essential oils, essential oil blends. So any of that stuff will work to help balance out your root chakra. All right, your last growth area, again, is about resisting change, my Geminis. What is going on with you all resisting change? And it's crazy because y'all are a mutable sign, and mutable signs actually, they don't like change, but you're actually good at change. So, like, adapting to change. You're good at adapting to change because remember, Gemini is a zodiac sign that takes spring into summer. So Gemini is the last zodiac sign of spring, and Gemini like ushers in the spring into summertime. So you all got for your shadow work you need to do. You got resisting change as your shadow work. So ask yourself why you are not wanting to change. Look at the positive side of the changes. Ask yourself why you are not wanting to change and look at the positive side to the changes. So you have some issues around change for sure, because this came out twice now. Your root chakra is about you being afraid of change. And now your shadow work is about you being afraid of change. So definitely sit with these messages for growth and just see how you feel afterwards. And your manifestation message says, create in your mind what your senses see, hear, and touch. Create in your mind what your senses see, hear, and touch. So that's your manifestation message. And your higher self message, what your higher self most wants you to know during this Mercury retrograde, says, I will eat something healthy at my next meal to feed my body what it needs, also for better health. Okay. Your self-love technique that you need to be open to doing during this Mercury retrograde is gift yourself a small piece of rose quartz to wear. So get a rose quartz crystal to wear because it helps with that feeling of unworthiness. Your self-love language is physical touch. It says, I will lather myself with the prettiest smelling lotion. Now, of course, if you're a divine masculine, you might not want to have a pretty smelling lotion, but as long as it's a good smelling lotion. So massage oil, lotion, same thing. Just about rubbing yourself down with some type of fragrance when you get out the shower. The archangel that most wants to work with you at this time is Archangel Chamuel. So that's Archangel Chamuel. Archangel Chamuel is helping you to love yourself more and to understand your worth and value. Which again, this goes along with the trigger, which said, when I feel unworthy, I go into hermit mode with no explanation to others. And your last message, my Geminis, is the happy oracle message. It says, excited. Believing that the universe has fun moments lined up for you, be prepared for positive surprises. All right, my Geminis, whatever change you're resisting, you are I feel like some of you all are postponing the inevitable. That's number one. And number two, the other message that's coming through is that what you're trying to avoid with this change, like whatever you're resisting with this change, the universe is trying to bring you such a positive, exciting surprise, you know, but you're trying to talk yourself out of it. Or you're feeling like, I don't deserve that person, or I don't deserve that situation. I don't deserve that, you know, that's what you're saying. I'm not good enough for that person. I'm not worthy enough of that. And that's not true. And the universe is almost like forcing you to get out of hermit mode and, you know, do what you know, embrace this change that you're trying to resist. All right, my Geminis, I love you so much, and thank you all so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Hello, and welcome back, my wonderful, wonderful Libras, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign. So this is going to be your Mercury retrograde healing reading. So these are messages that you can use to help heal yourself in some shape, form, or fashion, because Mercury retrograde is really a time of rest and reflection, rejuvenation, revisiting. So it's a great time to heal and focus on your inner healing, for sure, spiritual healing, inner healing, emotional, mental healing. So I wanted to do this quick reading for you all, but so this is from now to May 31st, because even though the retrograde is technically from April 21st to May 14th, there is a pre-period and a post-period. The pre-period is about 10 to 15 days before the start, which was April 21st. And then the post-period is 10 to 15 days after Mercury goes direct. So count like 10 to 15 days after May 14th. So again, as I was shuffling and asking Spirit to give me guidance, I asked for the dates from now until May 31st. So these are things that you could pretty much choose to work on between now and then. So my Libras, this is for my Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. So we're going to get into your messages. And I like to start with the growth areas and then move in to the strength areas, okay? So starting with your growth area, your trigger message. What trigger do my Libras most need to be aware of during this Mercury retrograde and work on, okay? What you need to be aware of and work on. So your trigger message says, I become jealous when I don't get enough attention. I become jealous when I don't get enough attention. So your trigger is when you don't get enough attention and how that causes jealousy in you, okay? Your shadow work message. So your shadow work keyword is prejudice. And it says, what if you were categorized into a group and given attributes that were false without truly knowing who you are? ? I'll repeat that. What if you were categorized into a group and given attributes that were false without truly knowing who you are? ? Okay. So that's the card. All right. Your codependency message. Says you put aside your own interests for quite some time now. It's time to value your personal choices more. You put aside your own interests for quite some time now. It's time to value your personal choices more. So trying to be fair to everybody, trying to keep the peace, trying to, you know, have balance, my Libras. Basically, you're self-sacrificing things that you shouldn't be self-sacrificing. So, yeah, that's what that message is about. So, your inner child work card says, in the past, you felt like you weren't enough. Now, in the present, you understand that you are more than enough. You are truly gifted and unique. So you need to say to your inner child, you can say, we understand that we are more than enough and we are truly gifted and unique. Okay? It's something that you need to constantly say to your inner child. Because for some reason, at some point, your inner child felt like he or she wasn't enough. And that reflects outwardly now as an adult. Okay? Your chakra that you most need to work on during this Mercury retrograde is your solar plexus chakra, which also has to do with our self-worth and value. So your solar plexus is above your belly button, but it's underneath your breastplate. So your affirmation says, I'm abundant in all areas of my life. Your current energy is feeling unstable in career and finances. And to balance this, it says, I will improve my relationship with money and eliminate the feeling of lack of, in quotes. I believe what I desire is on its way. So I'll read that again. To balance out this feeling of feeling unstable when it comes to career and finances, you have to continuously reassure yourself, I will improve my relationship with money and eliminate the feeling of, quotes, lack of, in quotes. I believe what I desire is on the way. All right, so those are all of your, I guess you could say, growth areas, my Libras. So let's move into your strengths or ways to help heal, okay? So your first message, your higher self message that you most need to hear between now and hear repeatedly between now and May 31st is my heart and lungs. My heart and lungs are made of water, period. I will drink more water to replenish what my body needs. So your higher self is saying that you're not drinking enough water, my Libras, and you need to drink more water. All right. Your self-love technique that you most need to use between now and May 31st says roll your neck clockwise and counterclockwise twice. So it's like doing like this and then doing like this. You have some stress being caused on your neck and your spinal cord, and your spirits are trying to get you to release that tension. Okay. Your love language of self-love technique says physical touch. Oh, Gemini got the same thing. Interesting. Physical touch. I will lather myself with the prettiest smelling lotion. I will lather myself with the prettiest smelling lotion. Gemini got the same thing. Interesting. The archangel that most wants to work with you during this time is Archangel Michael, and it says Archangel Michael is helping you to release all self-doubt and empowers you with confidence. So look up Archangel Michael invocations. Archangel Michael invocations, okay? And ask him for his assistance. All right, your manifest method during this Mercury retrograde simply says, believe what you want already exists. Believe what you want already exists. And your last message, my Libras, says jubilant. This is your happy oracle message. So it says jubilant. That feeling you felt when you completed a huge task or accomplishment. Feel the victory. Feel the success. So this is your spirit's way of saying you need to tap into your spirit of jubilance, being jubilant. So, you know, feeling like you completed or you accomplished something big, or think back to a time when you accomplished something big in your life. And if you feel like you haven't yet made it that far yet, then definitely start working towards a huge task that you want to accomplish. And then just think about or daydream about how that victory is going to feel on the inside. Like, really lean into the feelings. Like, once you accomplish this task or this, you know, accomplishment, whatever, how is this victory going to make you feel? How are you going to feel with all of this success? So just play out the feeling in your mind if you can. All right. All right, my Libras, thank you so, so much. I hope this has been helpful. When it comes to your solar plexus chakra, just to go back to that, some good herbal teas for your solar plexus chakra is rosemary tea and adding cinnamon to your tea, like a cinnamon stick or something, and also fennel seed, making a fennel seed tea. If you can stand it, it kind of tastes like licorice. Everybody can't stand it or, you know, take it because it's really strong. A good solar plexus crystal would be like a golden healer crystal or citrine. Citrine is one of my favorite solar plexus crystals you can get and keep on you. Solar plexus is yellow food, so incorporating more oats, more spelt, more bananas, lemons, anything that's yellow foods, into corn, anything that's yellow into your diet, incorporating more of it, pineapples. That helps with the solar plexus. You can also purchase solar plexus oils or candles or incense. Definitely check out Modern Mystic Crystal Shop. They have all of those essential things there for your chakra balancing. And then also some free 99. You can do a YouTube meditation. You can sleep with the solar plexus chakra meditation. They have plenty of sleep meditations for the solar plexus chakra to heal with sound frequencies. So, all right, my Libras, Sun, Moon, Rising signs, thank you so much. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you already haven't. Click the notification bell so you know when I'm posting. And thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video. Love you, my Libras. Bye. Hey Aquarius, welcome back to my channel. I'm Lia the Sun Star, and this is going to be your Mercury retrograde. What can you work on healing, and what techniques can you use to heal during this Mercury retrograde? Because Mercury retrograde is definitely all about resting, rejuvenation, revisiting. Yeah. So I just been really thinking about doing this. And the Mercury retrograde period is from April 21st until May 14th. There's a pre-period and a post-period, which is like 10 to 15 days before the start. So think 10 to 15 days before April 21st, and then 10 to 15 days after May 14th. So this reading is from between now and May 31st. But please remember, this reading is also timeless. So whenever you see it, you are meant to see it. And yeah, my Aquarius. So let's get into your messages here. So I like to start with the growth areas and then go into the strength areas, or things that can empower and motivate you during this time. So we're going to start off with the messages that you kind of like most need to be aware of and work on healing, and then move into the other messages. So, all right, the first message that we have for you is your trigger message. So this is what trigger you most need to be aware of and work on during the Mercury retrograde. It says, when my feelings of shame surface, I will avoid everyone close to me. When my feelings of shame surface, I will avoid everyone close to me. So your trigger is feeling shame and that coming to the surface for whatever reason. And then you begin to avoid people without notice. All right. Your codependency message says rage. Does this action make you feel strong, in power, or in control? Question mark. Can you verbalize how you feel instead of going into a rage? So rage is differs among people, but typically, you know, it's a very strong feeling of anger that leads to acting out. You know, the best example for rage would be the Hulk. Like when people say, "Oh, you're gonna Hulk out," like, yeah. So the scientist, Dr. Banner, turning into the Hulk. So yeah. Um, so just trying to verbalize how you're feeling versus going into a tantrum or a tirade and cursing people out and being loud and, you know, going into a rage. So that's something your spirits want you to work on. Your shadow work trait here says emotionally overreacting, which is kind of the same thing as rage. So your shadow work trait says emotionally overreacting. You are overthinking, which is causing a flood of unnecessary emotions. Okay. This could be related to hormones as well for some of my Aquarius. So definitely look into maybe hormone imbalances if you think that could be triggering your reactions. Okay. All right, inner child. Your inner child work card says in the past you felt parentified and in the caretaker role. So now you are able to experience moments of fun, play, joy, laughter, and silliness. So in the past, this is about maybe growing up, you felt like you had to take care of everybody and you were kind of put into the role of the caretaker of, could have been siblings, could have been nieces and nephews, younger cousins, you know, whatever. But at some point in your life, it's saying, even if you were a young parent, like you had kids when you were in high school or something, so you felt like you had to be responsible for other humans, whether they were your own or, you know, others. And so now you have to tell your inner child, hey, we don't have to go without having moments that are fun and playful and joyous and laughter and silliness, you know, that are full of those things. So that is your inner child work. And your chakra, last card. What chakra do you most need to heal? You have the sacral chakra. So the sacral chakra is your belly button and below. Like it's our creativity, our gut, our organs, like our reproductive organs and stuff, okay? So your affirmation for your sacral chakra says, I am on this earth to experience abundance, excitement, and pleasures. I am on this earth to experience abundance, excitement, and pleasures. Your current energy is boredom. And it says to balance out this energy of boredom, it says, I am free to create, to be creative and expressive in all areas of my life. So my Aquarius is, if you've been feeling bored, you gotta work on your sacral chakra. So the sacral chakra is orange foods. So like oranges and orange bell peppers and pumpkins, any type of orange food, sweet potatoes. Is consuming orange foods a good herbs for the sacral chakra, or hibiscus and calendula, which are also marigolds. Marigolds, calendula, same thing. Any type of orange, like incorporating orange foods into your diet. Sacral chakra gemstone, my favorite one is carnelian. There's orange calcite too that you can use as well. Moonstone is good for your sacral chakra too, because moonstone is divine feminine energy. I think that's it. So peaches, mangoes, all those orange colored, semi-orange colored foods and fruits and vegetables. Oh, excuse me. Hiccups. All right, my Aquariuses. Let's get into your other messages here. So your higher self message between now and May 31st says, I'm giving my best today. I'm showing up. I'm trying, and that's good enough. That is your higher self speaking to you. I'm giving my best today. I'm showing up, and I'm trying, and that's good enough. All right. Your self-love technique that you most need to use, over the Mercury retrograde period says stop and take breaths for 2 minutes. Stop and take deep breaths for 2 minutes. Stop and take deep breaths for 2 minutes. Your language of self-love message says receiving gifts. I will buy that item I have always wanted and not feel guilty. I really do deserve it. Oh, the archangel that most wants to work with you during this time frame is Gemini got the same message. Interesting. Archangel Chamuel. Archangel Chamuel. Archangel Chamuel. Chamuel. It says Archangel Chamuel is helping you to love yourself more and to understand your worth and value. Okay, your manifest message, how you can manifest during this period. It says, I am grateful for my good and the riches of my mind. I am grateful for my good and the riches of my mind. So this is a manifestation affirmation that you can use during this time. And then last but not least is the happy message, happy oracle message. So it says vibrant. Vibrant is the key word. Imagine flying above a large city with beautiful bright lights at night. That feeling gives you the energy and vibrance of the moment. Read that one more time. Imagine flying above a large city with beautiful bright lights at night. That feeling gives you the energy and vibrance of the moment. So this is about being in the moment and tapping into the vibration of the energy of wherever you are and just allowing yourself to feel and be in the moment. All right, my Aquariuses, that is very sweet. It's a very sweet message. These are some pretty good messages. All right, my Aquariuses, thank you all so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Definitely click that notification bell so you know when I'm coming out with another video. And I will see you all next time. Bye, my Aquariuses. Peace and blessings. Thank you so much for watching. And please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.